Yeah, that's the frustrating part. Not even turnovers. We have 4 on defense, but it's the penalties, man. Like, myself, done to hurt the team, and the penalties I had could have been avoided. Cody had them wrapped up. It's just dumb. No excuses for that. I take full accountability to that. And even with all the freaking penalties we had, we still was in this game. We had a chance. But, when you have, over 150, I think it was like 150 in penalties?
130.
130, that's terrible. And, you'll never win a game like that, especially on the road. That's a good football team. But at the end of the day, man, we have to clean that up. Like I said, that's the most disappointing thing, especially coming out of this game, was the penalties.
Is that the biggest thing that you emphasize, given that it was close enough despite all?
Yeah, man. I'm sure when we go turn on the tape, we're gonna see that we played our ass off. And at the end of the day, as a defense, when you could go out there and keep getting off the field, you of course take away a couple of them big runs. They end up, both got a good scramble in one time, and the big run they broke. It's a lot of things we have to clean up, but I'm sure there's going to be so many plus things that we could, so many good things that come out of this game. I think at the end of the day, as a team, we have to keep focused on that, the things that we did well, but also the things that get us beat. And we saw that, hands-on when we, in a good situation, get off the field and we get a penalty, no matter if it's on the back end or up front. Like I said, I had 2 of them. Coming from myself, I'm still disappointed in myself. I'm pissed off at myself for, the offside and then after the play penalty. So at the end of the day, man, we have to clean up the penalty. Like I said, that was one of our big emphasis, as a team. We've been talking about discipline. We've been talking about, playing as a team, and, that wasn't that today, especially on the penalty side. So,
Jeff, do you think this team, in the eyes of officials, has a reputation of being undisciplined, and that's why you're getting so many flags? Is that part of it?
No, everything. I'm sure when we go watch the tape, we'll see. But like my penalty is, they're gonna call it every time. I'm sure. When Cody stopped the guy's progress, and I go in and shove him. No matter if I thought it was, trying to play through the whistle or not. Like, I'm sure they're gonna call it every time when Cody stopped progression. They're gonna call it every time. So at the end of the day, we just have to clean it up. And it's not that, we just so undisciplined. I think at the end of the day, we have to clean up the penalties. Because like I said, it's a lot of good things I'm sure we're going to see on tape.
Jeff, you played on Titans teams here that would win games like this a lot, ugly games like this. Why do you feel like y'all have lost that ability?
Today, penalties. It's nothing more, nothing less to it. They made one extra player more than us. As simple as that. We got to clean up the penalties. They had way less penalties than us. So at the end of the day, clean up the penalties and move on.
Jeff, how good was it to see the turnovers you forced and how frustrating it was as a team to not be able to capitalize on them more?
That's one of the things we've been talking about as a defense, is trying to create the turnovers, and we did a hell of a job at that. But we could talk about all the good things as well, but what really got us beat, and I think at the end of the day, I'm going to keep saying it's the penalties that we had today. So we have to clean it up. That's a positive that we did get the ball off their offense. So, we took that step, but now we got to take the step in getting less penalties and cleaning the penalties up. So
at the end of the game, with 4, whatever it was, right? But definitely the penalties is something we got to clean up, though. But like I said, it gives me hope that, at the end of the game, even with all that said, we still had a chance to go and tie the game.
Does this team need to learn how to win?
Yeah, and, we went out there and competed, and like I said, with the penalties, we got to clean them up, but, we're going to go out there week in and week out and compete, and, the wins are going to start coming. I believe, I can feel my bones, the wins are going to start coming, and we just got to stay together, block out the outside noise and just, clean some things up.
Thanks. So ugly. There's got to be some more kind of cohesion to the whole thing, some more smooth edges?
Yeah, the penalties really just, on offense, they're drive killers. On defense, they extend drives. And they always, if you look at, I don't know what the numbers are, but they just, more than likely, it leads to points, And so, obviously the penalties is the glaring thing. And so, it's only week 1. And like I said earlier, even with that said, 13 penalties, it still is at the end of the game with a chance to tie the game. And so, I'm confident that, we clean these things up and, we'll start stacking some wins.
What's the lies on those
opportunities? Very. Got to capitalize on those, chances we had. But again, our opportunity will come again. We just gotta get 7 instead of settling for 3 and then hurting ourselves with penalties.
Given the duress he was under most of the time, what did you see from your rookie quarterback today?
I think it's the same thing we've been seeing, poised. He never got rattled, really. It's a hostile environment. Denver is a tough place to play and a good team. And I didn't see his demeanor change at all.
What did Callie say after this one? What did you guys maybe say yourselves?
Mostly, we said to ourselves, just, you have that many penalties, even though we had the turnovers, when we have that many penalties, it's it's tough to win.
Yeah, you guys forced 4 turnovers and only get 6 points out of that. Like, how frustrating and difficult is that?
Yeah, it's just tough to win. We have all those penalties like that, and it's just frustrating. But again, we got a chance next week against another playoff caliber team at home. Should be a good environment, so we got to bounce back.
You guys talked all offseason about eliminating the self-inflicted stuff, and it reared up again today. What's the solution? Do you have one?
Keep emphasizing it, and eventually it's going to turn around. I know guys may be tired of hearing it, but that's all you can do is just keep emphasizing it and just keep harping on it, keep coaching it hard, players and coaches, just keep going at it, and eventually it'll turn around.
I didn't tweak it today. I'm good. It's the coach's decision.
Did you know that coming in, that you were kind of going to be on a pitch count?
Pitch count? Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to go the way it went.
Disappointed about that?
Very.
Did you want to go back out there at all? Did you say anything to them?
Yes, I did. But it's okay. I'm a team player,
How'd you feel when you did?
I felt great.
Think you could offer more?
Definitely. I wanted to offer for more.
How hard was it to sit on the sideline and just watch the result? At the end of the game?
It wasn't hard, It just, I was watching my brothers compete. We didn't come out on the W side. That's what everybody in here are feeling.